Hello everyone, it's Pete Wright. I'm here to do a Photoshop tutorial for you today for PluggedInPhoto.com. What I'm going to go over today is how to create a graffiti banner or graffiti effect on a brick wall. Obviously you can do this for any type of textured wall, whether it's a brick wall, stucco, center block, whatever. Basically what we're going to do though is make it look like graffiti that was created in post in Photoshop and applied to the wall looks like it was actually there. Now there's multiple ways of doing this. You can use displacement mapping, which is probably the most common. What I'm going to show you is a quick, easy way that I think is a little simpler and faster to get that look and feel. So what we're actually going to do today is we're going to create a save the date. Here is an engagement photo taken, and what we've done is when this photo was taken, a lot of extra brick was left over here to the left to leave space, and we created in post a banner that says Manny in April, July 21st, 2013. Obviously you look at it here and you say, man, that looks absolutely nothing like something that was put on a brick wall. It's not just the text that was chosen to look that way, although we did choose a text that looked like it may have been on a brick wall and wore off a little bit. I think this font was called Tiza, T-I-Z-A, or something like that if you want to search it. At any rate, what we did was created this banner. Now, a subnote, I have found that when you're applying banners and things like this to a wall to make it look realistic, that adding this stroke around the outside edge actually helps it feel more like it's there. I don't know why, maybe it's just my personal taste. You don't have to have that there, but this is a 20-point white stroke that I added to the inside of this just so it looks and feels a little bit more realistic. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drag this onto that layer, and we're going to center it up. And that looks like a good location. Again, all of this is to taste. It works no matter what you do in terms of placement and things like that. The biggest thing is just making sure that you follow the following steps. So what we've got over here, you'll see layer 1, and we're going to make a duplicate of that layer. So in the Mac world, you would hit Command J. In PC world, you hit Control J. So we're going to hit Control J there, and now we've got 2 layers. Now, I'm going to turn off the top layer of that banner. I'm going to go to the bottom layer, and I'm going to change the layer style to hue. So when we go to hue, you'll see, okay, wow, it almost disappears, and now I really see the texture of that wall through there. So we'll zoom in and let you see. You can really see the texture, but what's happened now is that the writing and that stroke have almost gone completely away. They've gone to a gray tone. You can't see them, but man, you can really see that texture. So already you kind of see what we're doing taking shape. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the top layer, turn it back on, and we're going to change the layer style of that to overlay. And now, wow, it's this really bright, bold blue, but you see the texture. So now we go through and we're going to take the opacity of that top layer and we're just going to bring the opacity down to taste. To me, somewhere around 50% is pretty good, and it's really up to you. You can go higher, you can go lower. It's really to taste. And when we go in and we look, you can really see that texture popping through in there. You still have kind of your bold line over here, but when you zoom out like this, it looks like, man, that was actually there. Now the nice thing is we can actually go in, select both of the layers. So I'm going to hold down Control in PC or Command on a Mac, and I'm going to click on both of those layers, and I can actually now grab and move wherever I want, and that texture shows through. So I have that same texturing and that same graffiti effect, and I can replace it once I'm done. That's the biggest difference between this and the displacement map. With the displacement map, once you've selected your area that you're going to put it, it has to stay in that area. I like the flexibility of this and the quickness of this for the fact that I can move it where I want, and it literally takes me just seconds to create something that after I'm done with an engagement session and I want to share these images with my client, I can say, hey, by the way, here's a really neat looking idea for a save the date for you that might give you a good add-on sale. So that's it, real quick, easy way of doing Manny in April save the date and creating some cool graffiti. It works great whether this is black, all black and white, or if you want to do it with various colors. Pretty much any color works, and you just have to, like I said, go through and adjust your opacity and kind of get it to where you like it. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and we'll have more up for you soon. Thanks a lot.